Man. It just keeps getting sadder and sadder and sadder, man. The list of wrestlers from our childhoods who have passed on is becoming unbelievable. I did a video on my channel last September. It was a pretty decent list of wrestlers in the last 30 years who have passed away. There were some wrestlers I didn't quite, include, maybe those who are a little bit more local, a little bit more minor in notoriety. But at that time, I had a pretty up-to-date list of wrestlers who had passed away in the last 30 years. And since then, matter of fact, just a week after I did that video, Sean O'Hare passed away. Dusty Rhodes, and now we have the news of the passing of Roddy Piper, truly a legendary wrestler. I always remember Roddy as being a face or a semi-face when I started watching wrestling. I know he started off as a heel, but I always remember him as being like the first sort of anti-hero, sort of like a precursor to a guy like Stone Cold Steve Austin or something like that. I remember how popular he was back in the late 80s, early 90s, Roddy Piper. And he was always a guy who, to me, just from judging from his on-screen persona, I always got the impression that the real Roddy Piper was close to the guy that we saw on screen on wrestling, on Saturday evenings or Monday evenings. And he was a very talented person. He wasn't just a wrestler. He was an actor. He was a musician. He actually had a pretty good song that came out, I think, in the early 90s. I can't remember the name of it, but I remember it used to go something like, honey, if that's your plan, I'm your man, I'm the man for you, baby, I'm the man. Something like that. And I think it actually did charted fairly well. I think it was 1992. And like I say, he was a very talented person. And it's kind of shocking because I think I remember seeing him tweet recently after the passing of Dusty Rhodes, and if I'm not mistaken, I thought he even had something to say about what happened to Hulk Hogan last week or so. I'm not sure, but Roddy Piper had battled cancer about 6 or 7 years ago. I think it was Hodgkin's lymphoma, and he was found dead today in his bed. He had suffered cardiac arrest sometime during, in his sleep. I don't want to speculate as to cause of death. A lot of people are going to say steroids, and I don't know. I don't know about all of that, I do know that cancer treatments, especially in people who are older, can cause problems with your heart. They can, over time, affect your heart. So, I don't know whether that was the case. It could have been something else. Could have been something like atherosclerosis, cardiovascular disease, heart disease, I don't know. Anything that can cause cardiac arrest. But I hate to see you go, Piper. 61 years old is much too young. And let us toll the bells. Let's toll the bell for Roddy Piper. May he rest in peace.